Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal, and this is In My Own World Tarot. And this is the general Sagittarius season reading for the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, okay? It may or may not resonate with you and your situation. Take what you need and go to the next. If not, go check out the other elements for Sagittarius season because you're more than just your sun sign. If you're new to my channel, I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. Fire signs. When I was getting into your reading, right, I kept hearing washing and cooking. And I was like, what? Then I was like, oh, so some of the ingredients that you cook with, you can also wash with. And what I mean by that, like some people, they cook with vinegar, they cook with lemon, you cook with sugar, you cook with water. Ingredients that you can cook with, you can wash with. But some ingredients that you wash with, you can't cook with. Meaning like lye that comes in our soap, bleach that we put in our dishwater and our clothes to make them whiter to clean with. You can wash with bleach, but you can't cook with bleach because it's poison. Even if you go to boil bleach, what is it going to do? Evaporate, so you can't cook with bleach. And I was like, that's so interesting. So things that you cook with, you can wash with, but things that you wash with, you can't cook with. What does that mean? Meaning that everything has a place. There's a time and a place for everything. Some things are neutral. Vinegar is neutral. Salt is neutral. Sugar is neutral. Lemons are neutral. Bleach is not. But bleach is also man-made. Lemons come from the earth. You can get pure sugar cane. Salt comes from the sea. Isn't that interesting? So things that we can put into our body, we can also clean with, but some things that we clean with, we can't put into our body because it's man-made. And that brings me to my next point. Some things that you hear, you can believe. Some things that you see, you can believe or you cannot believe. People telling stories, people telling lies. In Sagittarius season, you're going to be able to discern what can I cook with, what can I clean with, and what can I use both with. Somebody may be going more into using organic products, I'm hearing. You're going more into being a naturalist, if that's even a word. I may be using the wrong word. But just like organicalist, I don't know what the word is, but a person who, lives off of natural things. Somebody you're incorporating that into your life. And that's going to give you the clarity you need and discernment with everything else in your life. Being more of a holistic, there it goes, holistic type of lifestyle. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap to the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Any messages that they're needing, any guidance that they're seeking today. Please allow me to relay these messages to them as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading, protect their energy as well. Please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you, amen, and ashe. Balance. And then also I hear that you're trying to find the balance within your life. The balance within being this spiritual, holistic type person, but still being able to operate in normal life, which is very hard to do at first when you first begin your quote unquote, I'm going to put the air quotes up, for a spiritual journey, because everybody thinks you got to be, I call it the Erykah Badu stereotype. When you become like a spiritual person or an awakened person, everybody thinks you're supposed to walk around like Erykah Badu, which is not the case. It's not the case at all. And I think you may have begun when you started really trying to dig deeper into yourself to align yourself. You may have begun being that type of person, thinking that you have to act a certain way, look a certain way, or be a certain way Shit, you may even thought this might be as simple as you think you had to take your hair natural, because if your hair wasn't natural, you weren't awakened, you weren't spiritual if you didn't have natural hair. But somebody's like, I like perm. I'm going to perm my hair. I like my hair straight, but I still am aligning with myself. I still carry around my crystals. I still pray. Somebody is realizing that, because it's like, no, you can't drink bleach, but you know, and how your grandmama taught you, your mama taught you, everybody, and just for you being an adult, if I clean with bleach, I know my house is clean. You know what I mean? Like, there are other natural things you can use, yes, but it's like, remember to still use the things that you know works for you when you're incorporating this newness while you're discovering the true you. You see what I'm saying? Like, drink, this is some, I don't know who you are. It's like you drinking herbal teas or something like that. And it's like I don't know if you're trying to clean with pneumonia, or you're like trying to like find like natural home based products to clean with. But it's something in you saying, listen, I'm still about to use this bleach, man. It ain't getting that shine that I wanted. And that's okay. I think somebody needs to hear that. That's okay. Don't let what you see in society change you so much that you are on a journey to discover the true you, and then you get lost in that journey trying to discover the true you because you're trying to measure up from what society is saying this is who you should be. Okay? For you guys, I wanted to start off with the Rebel deck. So what's going on with my fire signs? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Yep. Damn. That's so funny. This is so funny. That goes along with the message. You're a hot mess. Fat. Clean yourself up. You look like a shit show. So somebody done went natural, and that natural look ain't working for you, boo. It's not. And you know it, and you don't like it, and you finna go and get your relaxer. So what? Girl. Listen, do you or do you not see the nails? I pray every morning. Every morning before I let my feet touch the ground. And if my feet do touch the ground, I pray. And I may pull some cards or something for myself and just tap in and talk to God and to my spirit guides. But I'm still finna get my nails done. I'm still finna get my hair done. I'm still gonna wear my lashes. Leave me alone. But that doesn't change my heart, and it doesn't change my soul, and it doesn't change who I am. You understand? That's just something that I like to do. Something I've been doing since I was like 18. It's a part of me. It doesn't mean I'm superficial. I do it for me. I be by myself half the time. I do it for me. I don't do it for the outside world. I do it for me. So somebody clean yourself up, girl. Comb your head, please. And then you got, seriously, just do it. Fucking apologize. Apologize. I feel like this is an apology to yourself for you trying to. It's either you or someone around you, but this reading is intended for Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This feels like for you trying to, like, it's like a facade. It's a facade. You feeling as though you're trying to fit into this spiritual, quote unquote, culture, when a spiritual culture, if we're going to be honest and we're going to keep it all the way 100, it shouldn't and it doesn't exist. Why? Because when you tap what spirituality is for, is the purpose of being a spiritual being is aligning with one's true self. That ain't got nothing to do with the culture. Culture is about a community, about creating a foundation with others. When you're on a spiritual journey, it's an alignment with yourself. So what the fuck does that got to do with culture? That's what I got confused, and that's why I had to take a step back and go into myself. And I stepped away from groups, spiritual groups. And to each his own. I'm a type of person to where I can't do group meditations and group yoga because I like to tap in with self. And I feel to me, you're incorporating other energies around you. Other people can do it. And I have nothing against it. But for me and my journey, it doesn't resonate for me. And I think you're starting to find what really resonates for you. But don't forget the things, there are some things you still can bring with you. Like, I think people truly believe when they step into this quote unquote spiritual lifestyle or develop or searching for oneself, that they feel like they got to leave everything of the old them behind. But if you leave everything of the old you behind, that means you're not taking the lessons that you from the old you either. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. I don't know. I'll walk around looking like Erykah Badu if you want to. It's her style it's called Baduism. Baduism for a reason. Erykah Badu is herself. I think she's either Aries or a Pisces, or she may be a Cusper. I'm not sure. But it's called Baduism for a reason. She was just out there being her damn self and just happened to gain a following. But she didn't change who she was. You see what I'm saying? Like, we just started following her. Her music was herself. Her, like, what she went through. We just happened to like it and vibe with it. But that is called Baduism for a reason. Because it's her shit. It's her soul. It's her spirit. It ain't got nothing to do with us. We just vibing off with it, and we just get the pleasure of listening to her life and possibly resonating with some things that happen in her life, which makes her, that's why she's considered a great leader. Musical artist. What else is going on in my fire signs? Oops. Damn. Oh, here it go. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups to the Ten of Swords. Look at that shit. I told you. When you talk about the Knight of Cups, this is immaturity of love, immaturity of self, immaturity of not understanding. Still growing though. Still moving forward. The Knights always can still go forward. They always go forward. But killing the lie of childhood. Okay? Killing that. Saying bye to that. What was next? With the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Definitely you fire signs. Look at your energy right here. But this is specifically Sagittarius. Too attached to ego. Ego. Too attached to ego. It's like you're coming to the truth of it. You're seeking the truth of it. And you may be that person walking in your truth. Now you're going to be walking in your truth with the Ace of Swords. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And my whole thing is like, and I was having this conversation with someone, or y'all might shoot me down for it or not, whatever, is that, I grew up in the Baptist church. I know all the gospel songs and all of that, the stories, I know all of that, yes. I grew up in it. However, and I'm not against it at all, but do I believe you should be open-minded enough to let other things come into your life? To be open to different types of information. To me, and I don't know who agrees with me, you can agree or disagree. To me, the Bible is a book, patience. It's a book of motivation. It's a book of the trials of men and what they went through and how they got through it and the lesson that they learned. Like any other self-help book. To me, it just got more publicity because of the church. Because the stories have been tainted. They have been retold. And frankly, I'm not saying they're not true, because they absolutely are true. And please don't shoot me down. And at times, I remember having a conversation with someone, and I compared the Bible to Harry Potter. Now, I'm not taking away anything from the Bible. What I compared it to, I was saying it as a book. It was still written by man, right? Harry Potter was written by a man, but Harry Potter is a fantasy. And I'm not saying any stories in the Bible are a fantasy. What I'm saying is this, that, and I truly believe this, for those who write fantasy stories, this is a person who has to be so tapped in to their higher self in their past life that they were able to put it on pen and paper and deliver it out to the world. An imaginary world of a fantasy. But who is to say that this world, this fantasy world of Harry Potter, never existed, or is it to come? And that was my same argument with the Bible. Who is to say? Because, people argue about the Bible not being real and it's made up. But it was written by man. Who is to say? Who are you to say that these stories did not exist when they absolutely did? Could it have been in this lifetime, past lifetime, or is it to come? It's written prior to this lifetime. But did it happen in the lifetime to whoever put those words to paper? Right? Like, I think about stuff like that. Because it's been translated. It was written originally, supposedly it was written in Hebrew, and now it's in different languages. So when it was it written in the same lifetime as the events occurred, or was it written afterwards or even before, and then it just came to pass? You see what I mean? Like, and there's someone here, you may be on the same way of thinking as I am, and you're digging deeper to your own understanding. And that's what I try to communicate. I have my own understanding of life and what resonates for me and how I understand things, even though I was brought up in the Baptist church. But look at me now, I'm doing tarot, using astrology, using numerology. But that doesn't mean I'm going against anything. I'm not against anything. My understanding of it is just for me. Now, whether someone agrees with it or not, that's on them. You see what I'm saying? So where you're coming in, fire signs, is, and it's so funny, you got patience, communication, spirituality. Have patience with your journey, with your understanding, and what you're listening to and what you're communicating. And some things don't have to be explained. Like, I try not to get into discussions about how I feel necessarily about religion and about the Bible, because people do get offended with how you receive information and your point of view. Doesn't mean it's wrong, because your point of view to you will never be wrong. To someone else, it's not correct because they don't see your point of view. That's someone who's closed-minded. But yet again, it's a point of view, which is an opinion, not a fact. Not a fact. However, here's my thing. When you talk about things that are written, pen to paper, right? Was it a fact to that person who wrote it? It may not actually be a fact to mankind, but it was a fact to that person who wrote it because it developed in their mind. You see what I'm saying? So you don't really know if this person actually experienced it. Was it something in their past life? They are true events that actually happened. No one truly knows. But it was a fact. Your opinion is a fact to you. It's an opinion to others, and they don't have to agree with it, but your opinion and how you live your life is a fact to you. Because it's how you operate. It's how you have succeeded. It's how you come thus far. It's how you're still breathing. With the assistance of God, of course. Patience, communication, spirituality. That's been your reading, fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I hope it resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. If you need me for anything, the information is in the description box below the video. I'll holler at you later. Bye.